Hi everyone, this is Nibiru Watcher. It is October 26, 2018. And I want to apologize for not making videos, but I have been busy looking for work and working on a project about something I'm going to show you after this video. And it's quite a project to compile it and show it to you in a manner that is going to be understandable in layman's terms. But I will give you a sneak preview. So check this out. I'm on addictedsports.com. This is in Germany. And right away we see this big orange, red dot in the middle of this camera. Look at that. Please take note that there is red on the water as well. It has just come right through this camera. And watch this. One shot, we see a little bit of the red, and then in the next it basically diminishes. Now we're going forward in time now. Going forward in time, it appears I will leave links for this camera in the description, but look at this thing. I believe this thing is right smack dab in the middle of a lens array right in front of it. Pretty crazy, huh? What is a lens array? Well, something I discovered 2 years ago on this camera, that I thought these were planets, and this is for those who haven't heard of the lens array. I'm going to try and put on a playlist for lens arrays. Special request. That the reason why we see this red is because the red is the only light that's not being filtered out by the lens array. The red lens petal effect that we see is evidence of that. Look how we see the double edge of this lens here and the double edge in the red here. And then as the sun sets, we see the tiny overlapping lenses here. So in the following pictures, as these planetary objects pass through this transitioning, it will skip from lens to lens and give you that jumpy look that we're going to see next. Okay, so let's get into a previous footage that we captured over Lake Starnberg, the so-called sun dogs. Now this was taken on the 19th of October. Look how these sun dogs suddenly appeared. Why didn't it appear there before? And the temperature and the day is the same. We go back forward in time. We don't always get these, but we certainly get these when it transitions, a close transition to the Earth of one of these planetary objects. Look how this thing gets, and then we see it on the right side, we see it on the left side. I also want to point out one more thing that I don't do in my videos. I want to show you how this sun simulator, look how white it is. Okay, where is the real sun? Behind this one, 93 million miles out. But as it sets, anybody can go take a camera and watch a sunset. Notice the yellow sun begins to emerge. And this is where all this cloaking technology, ultra thin lenses from JPL diminish. Now we get a yellow sun, which is the true sun of the light of the true sun with the white sun behind it. It's just the angle. The sun simulator is approximately 256 miles out. Look at this other shot we caught from, remember from we saw this lens edge of the lens array, I'm going to call it, and the setting of the sun. Look how bright this thing gets. Why did that suddenly disappear? However, at the same time that had happened, we see the setting sun here. Now hang with me, you know you showed this before for some of you. But we're going to see this vertical rainbow, which is the edge of the lens array. It's actually two of them. There's a lens here. Hope you see my cursor. And then there's a lens here. Let's look. We're going to see this very odd rainbow as the sun sets. Now let's keep going as the sun sets. watch what happens next. Now we still see this object. I mean, this rainbow edge of the lens array. The sun begins to set. We still see the edge of the lens here. And behold, we have an emerging shadow that suddenly pops up behind. You see how that works? Let's bring that sun back up again. Actually, it's setting and come back up. Hope you can see that shadow. Now I can't move my cursor without moving this around, but this big shadow right there. Let's watch the sun come back up and watch this in reverse, and then we get the halo. Okay, so that's what happens. Okay, without wasting any more time, and remember I showed you this, it appeared for just one frame and then disappears, right? It's because I think they were skipping behind the lenses. And then let's skip to this one now. This is going to get interesting. Let's go back in time. We're looking at through multiple lenses. How's that work? I'll try and show you kind of a rough diagram I made how this is all set up. Okay, so let's watch that. Here is the shadow of this object projecting through. Now there's layers of these lenses. One is behind her. Let's call it an array of lenses because one is behind the other. Those smaller lenses that I showed you earlier, look at this. Now the planetary object isn't really just skipping that fast. Number one, these time snapshots are 10 minutes apart. Number two, they're going behind. They're going from one lens to the next. Let's just stop at this particular snapshot. That was like so compelling. I had to make a video about it. I don't make too many videos about these shadows, but this one freaking really takes the cake. Look what a perfect mirror image this thing makes. Here you've got Planet X, or that classic V shape right here inside the wing. And here we see it also, a mirror image of it. Perfect mirror image. And then we get these other shadow bodies. Now, you got to throw out the normal notion that we don't have a normal sky. There are lenses that are bending and twisting light like crazy out there. If you don't think so, go watch some other videos. How it splits the moon in 3 pieces on it while it's setting. By the way, that camera is still offline. And here we can see it's still following and tracking with this object above it. And then later on, we're going to have 2 more objects, shadowy objects, that join the... It's probably casting a shadow further up here. Well, I'm sorry if it raises some more questions and answers, but I'm trying to show you. And then we get another object here that suddenly appears. And you may ask yourself, I just love it when the sun sets behind something like this, because it just vindicates me. Because I know what it is. And here we see 1, 2, 3, 4 objects presently. Now I'm going to do a continuation of this video. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you that. And a sneak preview. Oh, this was also taken at the same time that this was taken. The sun object here. This is also in Germany near the same time. And when you just expect it, you know, right when I'm showing you shadows and sun setting, bam, here we go again with this strange so-called sundog. You know, why didn't we get the sundog now? I mean, why such interest in flying the airplane across this? And if you haven't noticed, you're going to start seeing dark shadows in your skies. It's going to sit there for 3, 4, 5 days. And right in the sun transitions in front of that, man, you're going to have all kinds of strange clouds and air traffic right in front of that cloud for the next 3 to 5 hours. So this was taken at the same time on the same day as the last few photos that I've been showing you of those shadows that we saw. Next, I want to show you something else. Very interesting. This is a new technology called Teslaphoresis. How do I pronounce Teslaphoresis? No, Teslaphoresis. Check this out. Now, these are nanotubes with LEDs. Let me enlarge that. Nanotubes, something a billionth, right? Now, they're in a Tesla field. Watch what happens when they turn the Tesla field on and put these nanoparticles self-assembling. And these Tesla tubes are extremely strong, stronger than steel. There's your Tesla generator. Well, the implications of this technology is stunning, because these Tesla tubes can now be self-assembling over very, very large distances, like miles. You think they could be doing that in the sky? Look how they connect and light up these LEDs. And the Tesla electric field. It's an electric field. They're conducting current and turning on the LEDs. You electrify the skies. So I'm going somewhere very interesting with that. I hope you appreciate this video.